Somebody said this war is going to lead to a third world war, but it's not going to, because Russia and China are playing dead in this circumstance. And why are they playing dead? What is this war all about? This war is all about ending global terrorism from its origin. Let us ask ourselves, whenever you see terrorism and insecurity, who is the person that benefits from it? Is it the government of your country? Yes, they benefit because there is no accountability when there is insecurity. Is it the military of your country? Yes, the military benefits a lot when there is insecurity, because that is the best opportunity for them to have a robust military budget. Okay, so you don't expect a military that was taking 1 naira when there was no insecurity, and all of a sudden they are taking 100 naira as a result of insecurity to end that insecurity, because it has brought a lot of food on their table. The people that are fueling this terrorism are the people that are manufacturing the arms. Why is it that there is more arms in the world above the necessary required arm to secure the world? Why is there too much arm? Global arm proliferation. Why? So when somebody has manufactured a lot of arms and they want to make sales, what do they need to do? They need to create insecurity so that they can be able to sell them. And who is the most useful persons they can use to expand this insecurity? Iran. Iran is a country that was governed by a monarchy system until it was successfully removed by a jihad agitation. That is a terrorist. This Khamenei you see today was a jihad force, just like a Shekau to Iran, who took over the Iran government forcefully through Islamic agitation, just like Boko Haram. So if you are standing with Khamenei today, you are invariably standing with Shekau, because that is how they took Iran. And now the best person to use to spread terrorism across the world is such jihad system, and they successfully did it. They created terrorism across countries. Ask yourself, why are there no Islamic terrorists in poor countries that have no mineral resources? They have their target. Create a terrorist, force the government into buying arms. So the people that are manufacturing arms, the global arm giants, are the people that are behind this insecurity, because that is the only way they can sell their arms, and they have manufactured a lot of it. So this war you are seeing today is a war against arm control, is a war against global terrorism. That is, they have taken the war to his homestead, which is Iran. That is where all the terrorist groups in the world spread from. Look at those Boko Haram. Do they look like people that can afford the class of the arms they are holding? No. Where is the source of their income? Even if they are Islam, even if you are a Muslim, you want all the Christians in Nigeria dead, at least. Why must you use arms? Why are you bringing arms into it when there are other silent means? Poison pure water and sell it in front of a church on Sunday morning and have everybody dead. It's a very simple way, but if that is the means, it will not force Nigerian government to go and buy firearms. If the poison can egg and sell it to a Christian dominated area, you have a lot of people dead. So why are you bringing arms into it? Which means somebody who is arm oriented is behind this terrorism, and the main aim is to necessitate a government to go and purchase arms. That is the business. That is the practical business. If not, if you want me dead as a Christian, you must not shoot me with a gun. There are other silent ways you can do it. But why are they not exploring all those means? Why just go to a church where people are not armed? You don't need AK-47 to shoot all those innocent babies and innocent women, because they are not even armed. There is no vigilante stopping you. There is no security defending them, which means you can even use any other means to eliminate them. So why are you bringing in arms? Which means this is an armed-oriented mission targeted towards expanding the sales of the armed business. Look at Asari today. Where did Asari have military equipment to agitate for Niger Delta militancy? From where? How did they get it? How did all these people come about those arms they are bearing when Nigeria government is spending billions to purchase the same arms? Why are they not spending enough money? This arms company can even go as far as giving arms freely to anybody that is ready to propagate terrorism, so that they can force the government of your country into purchasing arms. Good Lord Jonathan Ayaradua did a good job, granted amnesty and ended the Niger Delta militancy. Is it that the agitation is no longer there? Is it that there is no more oil spillage in Niger Delta? Is it that the Niger Delta people are now benefiting from the oil exploration? No. So why did they stop the agitation? Even if you don't want to shoot gun anymore, why is the agitation over? All of them are now rich. That is the same thing they are doing with Islamic. So don't think that the Islamic militancy have any agenda that covers Islam or your belief. No, it is a contract, a political contract that forced the government of your country to spend over 80% of our earning on purchasing arms. That is just the logic. And within this purchase of arms, a lot of money can be looted, because the price of those arms are not conventional. If somebody is giving you a budget to go and buy military helicopters, you don't know the price. You don't even know where they're buying it from. And accepted, Donald Trump is out and said enough of global terrorism. We have insurgency in Nigeria, in regions that have high mineral resources, and we all see how Chinese have been running in our forest, buying those mineral resources illegally and at black market prices. So if such country such as China, whom we are seeing their citizens in our forest mining, if you have not seen them, I've seen them. I've seen a lot of them. If you go to Nasarawa State, if you want to see Chinese in our forest buying illegal gold, illegal tin, illegal rare earth metal, tantalite, different mineral resources. So if these countries can create a porous security system to grant them access to our mineral resources through terrorism, supply arms to our citizens, and let them claim that they are Islamic jihadists or whatsoever, and you are so foolish enough to sit at the back of your house and think that they are there to protect your interest as a Muslim, you are nothing but a fool. Henceforth, the money that has been recovered from terrorism, the money that has been recovered from kidnapping, our government has been negotiating with kidnappers, and these people are now holding a lot of money in their possession. So what do we look out for? They can use this money to sponsor politicians into House of Assembly, into Senate, into House of Representatives, or even sponsor a president upon us. So we should be very, very careful. The Nigerian security architecture are supposed, in fact, the CBN is supposed to track transactions. These arms they are buying, they pay for it. How are they paying for it? The CBN cannot even give us any credible report about how arms are being purchased. The Department of State Security cannot even track transactions. But rather, the EFCC cannot even track all these things. Rather, they are focused on Yahoo boys when the main wreck is being done to our economy. Nigerians, we have to sit up. This is not a time for us to be speculating. You see a lot of people posting AI videos in the name of trying to create content about terrorism, but it doesn't end there. This is time for every Nigerian to sit up and be wise. This is time for us to pay attention to the next person to you could be the terrorist. I'm very, very honest with you. And they have planted their spies in our society. They came and claimed that it is Fulani herdsmen or whatsoever. That is a very big lie. We all know that there has been clash between herders and farmers, but there is a limit to its escalation. And why are the government quiet about it? That tells you that they are benefiting gruesomely from it a lot. Because during terrorism and insecurity, accountability is no longer there, and all the money tends to be spent into the military, and the military is enjoying the insecurity more than every other person in this country, because that is how they remain relevant. Imagine a Nigerian military without Niger Delta militancy and Boko Haram. So they need this security to justify their robust existence, to justify their robust military expenditure. That is what they have done to different countries of the world, creating insurgency, force the government to buy arms, create insurgency, and create access to mineral resources in different countries overseas, and exploit those mineral resources without accountability, buy from black market. I'm talking about China, I'm talking about Russia, I'm talking about America. Yes, America is even the #1 sponsor of terrorists on earth. But the difference is that Obama was sending a lot of money to terrorists, same as Joe Biden. Now a new face is here, Donald Trump, the man that said no, enough is enough to terrorism. I remember when Obama told us that Goodluck Jonathan is not a good president and Goodluck Jonathan is behind terrorism, whereas that is a lie. They created a propaganda, they created Chibok girls sagas, a lot of lies, and removed Goodluck Jonathan because they were angry with him for negotiating an amnesty for the Niger Delta militants and ending an insurgency they intend to use to propagate the sales of their arms. And they deceived us into removing Goodluck Jonathan. Now a new face is here. This is not a third world war. This is not a religious war. This is a war against global terrorism. If you are a terrorist, cry until you buy yourself. But if you are not, stay at peace. You are not from Iran. And as I speak with you, all the terrorists in the world are losing it because their headquarters, which is the jihadist caliphate in Iran, is being destroyed. Successfully, Russia has been facing different kinds of sanctions, but the sanction does not affect their economy because they have instituted cowards like Maduro in Venezuela. They have strong alliance with cowards like Khamenei that they use to mop up the impact of those sanctions on their economy. And when a wise leader like Donald Trump comes for those cowards, you start shedding tears in the name of terrorism. Start shedding tears in the name of religion. This has nothing to do with religion. If you're a Boko Haram, drop your gun. You have other means to kill people. Exploit those means. And let us see that this terrorism is not just all about arms.